erase that. Hold on, start over. Got something for you. I don't know, I'm not worried about it.
I don't think they can see you.
Nah, they can't.
All right. What up? From the GHS Sports Radio studios and the GHS Sports Network, this is The Rant coming to you from Atlanta. We are presented as always by Anchor Collision Center in Warner Robins, Guapaholic Entertainment. You can contact the show at facebook.com/James Lassiter, facebook.com/The Rant. I actually need to get that fixed because that's not right. It is actually facebook.com/The Sports Gurus because Facebook won't change it. You can hit us up on Twitter at Radio Guy 15, at Mr. Payton, who is in the house tonight. Mr. Payton has joined the show. Chris. Can't see him, but he's here, I promise. You'll hear him. And you can email the show, ghsportsradio@gmail.com. It is good to be here this evening on a Thursday. Yes, I have my days right the other day. I could not tell you whether it was Monday, Sunday, or Thursday, and we got it right. But we have a ton to get into. We're absolutely loaded. We have a ton of NBA, an absolute ton of NBA. So I want to give my my artist a big shout real fast. Mike Foreign Van Diver, he is working on my intro. He is working on my lyrics for my intro. He is right now, I heard he is in a writer's block. So that's what the holdup is. His newest album is Closer to My Dreams. You can catch him out on SoundCloud, and what else can you get him on?
Spinrilla. And
YouTube.
Yeah, he on YouTube. He'll be on all streaming platforms in the next week or so. About a couple of weeks. Give us hope.
A couple of weeks he's going to be on as many platforms as you can think of. So, NBA trade deadline is come and gone. Come and gone. And Anthony Davis is still in a Pelicans jersey. Mm-hmm. Well, he's in city clothes. But he still plays in New Orleans. And nothing happened. But a lot of people want to know why we jump straight from NFL into basketball, into NBA. The way it works like this every single year. We go from Super Bowl, we go from college football national championship, NFL playoffs, Super Bowl for 2 weeks. Then from there, we jump straight into NBA. We talk about the Super Bowl for 2 days, and then we jump into NBA. Then we get March Madness, and then it's hard NBA until NFL picks back up.
Yeah.
Every single year. So, like this year, we actually got James Harden bowling on TV right now. So this is kind of intriguing. So y'all just bear with us. But every year, players get moved at the deadline. Every single year. And this year's no different. Big name players. This year was supposed to be Anthony Davis. But like we already said, he's still in New Orleans. But he was supposed to be the guy. He was going to be the guy to put the Lakers over the top and make LA ready to compete for the West. Prepare them for free agency. Prepare them for Golden State 2020. But the Lakers, the Pelicans, Rich Paul, and LeBron, for lack of a better word, screwed this up. They screwed this up. How do you screw this up? It was a done deal. In September, Anthony Davis signed with Clutch Sports. It was a done deal, and somehow you messed it up. And it's irritating, it's aggravating, especially as from a fan. You know, the first offer they got was not a bad offer. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Ball, Kuzma, Rondo, Beasley, a first-round pick. That was their weak offer. Then over, a couple of days, they started throwing Zubac in the mix. And then we got to the good offer. Ball, Kuzma, Rondo, Stevenson, Ingram, Beasley, picks, cap relief. The Lakers were willing to take on Solomon Hill's contract. I'd take that offer. It's a damn good offer. Right? Wouldn't you say that's a pretty good offer?
That's a great offer, but me personally, I believe it was the other way around. I believe Magic gave him the offer to see was he gonna take it. He said, "No, I changed my mind." You think I'm that stupid? That's right, because I don't think it was that stupid to do that. That's me. I don't know.
Well, let's talk about this offer for a minute, because I really want to get your take on this offer.
Okay.
So, Ball, Kuzma, and Ingram. Mm-hmm. They're possibly the three best young stars in the NBA. Ball hasn't had a full summer to work on his game yet. Kuzma's a dog, and we know LeBron loves dogs. I mean, he could be a 19-9 guy, maybe just short of All-Star, if not All-Star reserve. Mm-hmm. Brandon Ingram, I'm not as high on Ingram as others are.
I'm not either.
They like his size. They compare his length to KD.
He's not consistent.
He's injury prone. Yeah. A lot of people think that he's something special, but I'm like, if he's something special, I think he should have popped by now. Yeah, and he hadn't popped.
No, he haven't.
And then you got Beasley, Stevenson, and Rondo. These are three of the most, no, well, not the most, but three seasoned veterans in the league. They could guide and mentor their young core. Rondo, I know the Pelicans have been down this road before, but again, he's a seasoned vet to help their young core players. They're all on expiring contracts. Solomon Hill's contract he signed through 2020 at 12.7, so that frees up some good cap space. Right. This is a good deal. But the Pelicans couldn't pull the trigger. The Pelicans could not pull the trigger. And if the reports are correct, they had no intentions of pulling the trigger on this anyways. They had no intentions at all to trade Anthony Davis before the deadline because they're waiting on the offer from Boston. They know the offer that LA brings is going to be on the table later, so they want to hear what the Celtics offer is. And if I'm Dell Demps, there's no way I'm willing to take my chances on making a deal with Danny Ainge. There's no way. I'm going to take the offer that's already on the table, but Dell Demps is betting everything on Boston's deal being either A, equal to the Lakers' offer, B, better than the Lakers' offer, but it could always be worse than the Lakers' offer. So let's go over some of Danny Ainge's trades real fast. And you and I talked about this earlier today.
Right.
In 2007, Danny Ainge made a trade for a first-round pick to Phoenix for Brian Grant, and you ever heard the name Rajon Rondo before? What about in 2014? Dwight Powell and Rondo go to Dallas for Jay Crowder, Jameer Nelson, Brandon Wright, a 16 first and second round draft pick. 2015, trade Jeff Green to Memphis. Boston receives a first round pick, and this is the same trade that got Austin Rivers to Boston. And you remember that Isaiah Thomas deal? He robbed Detroit and Phoenix. Absolutely robbed them. Let's go back to 2007. This is where the big three came together. In 2007, he traded Jeff Green, Wally Zerbiak, Delonte West, and a 2008 second-round pick for Ray Allen and Glenn Davis from Seattle. You remember Ray Allen? You remember who he is? Best shooter of all time before Steph Curry came around? You remember Ray Allen. Bailed LeBron out in the 2012 finals with the shot. Then there was part 2 to that trade. So that was only part 1. There's still part 2.
Right.
Part 2 was, let's trade Ryan Gomez, Gerald Green, Al Jefferson, 2 others, in a 2009 first-round draft pick for, you remember a guy out of Minnesota by the name of Kevin Garnett? You remember him? Mm-hmm. Add him in with Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
And then we were introduced to the big three.
That's true.
The Pelicans would be nuts to wait on the Celtics offer. Did we forget about the Kyrie Irving trade? Did we forget? Kyrie, he traded Jay Crowder, Jeff Green. Who else was in that trade?
Tell me which one now?
For Kyrie.
Oh.
Isaiah Thomas was in that one.
It was a multiple team trade, right?
Yeah, it was a bunch.
Yeah.
But and that's how we got Kyrie Irving. If you're trying to tell me that if you're the Pelicans, you think that you're gonna get over on Danny Ainge, you're out of your gourd.
No, you can't.
He's gonna make you look like a fool by the time this thing's over with. So let me get your take on this. Because we know what he's going to do. And then we'll get into my take on LeBron and how he screwed this up too. So go ahead. I'm gonna give you the floor for a minute. And you tell me how you feel about the Pelicans holding out on this offer.
Okay.
Speechless?
I mean, like we spoke on earlier. I think the GM was in his feelings. They was in their feelings. They instead of them making the right decision, they let they
feelings get in the way. And this is one thing that I've said to you over and over is whenever you making a business decision, you got to take the emotion out of it.
Got to.
And nobody wants to deal with the Lakers. Nobody wants to work with them.
No, because they don't want to see them win. And
that's the one team you don't want to see win.
And you know, I really hate to say it, they gon' get it together. One way, if I with the young core, or because they gonna have room to sign two max players next year.
Right.
And somebody going to get that money.
Somebody
gonna get that money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you don't work with them this year, it gonna come back. I mean, New Orleans they don't have New Orleans. I don't know about they had their best chance last year.
Right.
They did. They was balling.
Yeah.
Rondo got hurt. If Rondo would have got hurt, they probably would have.
Right. They still had DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah. So
and Anthony Davis.
Yeah. So you know they had their best chance last year and they didn't capitalize on that situation. So you know they trying to play hardball for the wrong reason, and they really would have been. Just said that deal with them, they would have been in a good state.
Good shape.
Good shape. Great shape. But you know, he want to be in his feelings.
Right, and you can always take somebody like Lonzo Ball, and you can turn him into an investment. It's like, I'm going to use it for the trade now, but I can use what he's capable of doing moving forward to possibly get 2 or 3 people down the road.
Right.
That, so it's a business. So whenever you take $1 and you make $1 at work, you want to turn that dollar into $100. So it would have been nothing for... If you have the right people in place, like a Danny Ainge, like a Magic Johnson, to turn one of these trades into maybe draft picks or something moving forward, then that wouldn't have been a bad thing to take. The thing for me is, if you're in your feelings or you're letting your emotions make the call, then it's bad business. I mean, there's a line. Everybody who knows me, they know I love Fast and Furious. And there's a line in one of the movies where Tyrese Gibson, I believe it was number 5, whenever they were going to take down remember whenever they had the 2 cars driving the safe through town?
Oh, and, yeah.
He said, sounds to me like it's personal. Personal is bad business.
True.
And that's what this is. This is bad business by the Pelican standards because they're letting their feelings get in the way. Now,
they let their feelings. They trash that deal. That was the bad.
Now, while we're talking about personal and business,
right?
You already know where I'm transitioning to here. So, Rich Paul, good friend of LeBron James, longtime friend of LeBron James, business partner. Runs Clutch Sports, right? So, in September, Anthony Davis signs with Clutch Sports. The deal was supposed to be done then, right? Now, we have, and you and I elaborated on this earlier, because I believe that Rich Paul is putting pressure on Magic Johnson and the Lakers to get it done for his main client, LeBron. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Lakers were willing to overpay for Anthony Davis. That's what they were doing. Whenever you're offering up half your roster for one guy, you're overpaying. Mm-hmm. So he's putting pressure to keep his one client happy. But that's not good business. Mm-hmm. You have to keep all of it. Because let's be honest, LeBron's going to be out the league in 3 years. And you're still going to be an agent. Mm-hmm. So you got to keep your other, priorities straight. Mm-hmm. You don't want to wreck one relationship just to keep one happy. Mm-hmm. That's not good business. And I think a lot of this falls on LeBron James. And anybody who knows me, they know I'm an avid supporter and defender of LeBron James, right? But LeBron has messed this up. Another person who messed this up. Because I'm getting to the point that I don't believe a word that comes out of LeBron's mouth anymore. And for me to say this is kind of a big deal because I'm such an avid defender of LeBron. But I'm getting to the point now where I don't trust a word he says, and here's why. What did we hear LeBron say all offseason? He loves what he sees from Lonzo Ball. He loves the dog mentality of Kyle Kuzma. He loves Brandon Ingram. He loves the core. He loves the veterans. He loves everything. And then the second a new name pops up, he's ready to trade them all. He's ready to trade them all. And I thought it was great. Did you watch the highlights of the Indiana game at all? Mm-hmm. You should have, because it was great. Indiana was trolling the hell at who I believe was Lance Stevenson and McGee. Mm-hmm. And they said, LeBron's going to trade you. And they trolled them for a while. But they're not wrong. I mean, we discussed this earlier. LeBron is calling the shots.
No, I'm not going to agree with that. No, I'm not gonna agree with that.
I know you're not.
And if he was in Cleveland, I'd say yeah.
I believe LeBron's calling the shots.
I don't believe it.
So, who's calling the shots if it's not LeBron? Do you really think it's Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka and Magic?
It's Magic.
I don't think so. Shit. Because the reports were there that, they asked LeBron after he signed, hey, is it okay if we sign Lance Stevenson? Yeah, man. And then they signed him. Mm-hmm. So LeBron's calling the shots.
No.
So you don't think he's calling the shots?
Not with the Lakers.
Not with the Lakers.
Mm-mm. Not with the Lakers. They probably asked him for, opinion or not, but him calling. No.
You don't think he's calling the shots?
Not Lakers.
Okay.
Lakers is a different Rant franchise.
Well, yeah. So is Miami and OKC. They're all different.
He most definitely have a say so in Miami.
Oh no, they tried to get. He wanted to try to get rid of Eric Spoelstra and what's his name?
Pat
Riley said, "Hell no, that's my guy." And you see, he's still there today.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And it's the same way the Lakers ran.
So you really don't think he's calling shots? Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Mm-hmm. But let me keep going on LeBron.
Right.
Because he's got a history of getting what he wants.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Whenever you wanted Kevin Love, he got Kevin Love. When he wanted D Wade from Chicago, now I'm not talking about the Miami stint, just Chicago, he got him. Whenever he wanted Coach Black gone, he got him. When he wanted not David Black, I just said him, Ty Lue, he got him. So he's got a history of getting what he wants, right? So if he wants Anthony Davis, why should I believe?
No, I agree with you.
Right. So why should I believe that he's not calling the shots?
Yeah. But it had to make sense though. Let me tell you, they was giving up too much assets for them to get in, and I don't think LeBron's on board with that one now. I honestly believe that. Like, that's too much. What we gonna do? They were giving up half of their team. Like, what they was gonna do?
Yeah.
Who they was gonna sign? A bunch of nobody? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, then you can turn around and, say they make that deal 4 days ago. They still have time to turn around and turn those. Well, I mean, I don't know what the exact rules are.
Right.
But, at some point they can turn those pieces into other pieces moving forward.
Really.
Not for now.
Yeah.
This decision was simply for next year.
Yeah.
And once you get Anthony Davis in a Lakers jersey, now you can start going after Kyrie, Klay Thompson, whoever else you want to go after.
I don't think AD going there now.
Going to the Lakers?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's going to go.
No, he's not going to the Lakers.
Where's he going to go, though?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the Knicks. Go to the Knicks with Kevin and Kyrie?
I think Kyrie going to the Lakers and Klay.
And Klay.
I really do.
Well, he does have ties to the Lakers. Klay does.
Yes, he got major ties. His dad is.
You're right.
Yeah. So, and I think Luke going to get fired.
LeBron wants him out. He's gone.
No, he's not. He's not Magic and Pelinka guy.
Right. Because he was there before them.
Yeah, he's not that guy.
But I mean, LeBron's going to be the one who gets,
see,
takes
he fall back. LeBron going to be the one to take the flat.
Right,
yeah.
but
they're going to fall back on him.
Okay, this is the same thing. Because we talked about this at length earlier. I mean, we were on the phone for, an hour earlier? And everybody gets it. Now, whenever we had this conversation, we took the Golden State final series out of the equation.
Yeah.
Because that's like a YMCA squad or like your son's basketball team.
Yeah.
Hold on, before I go on with this point, we went and saw his son's basketball team. That was bad. So we're probably going to coach next year.
Yeah, we think, yeah.
But, anyways, back to my point. We took that out of the equation. It's like the YMCA team going up against Harlem Globetrotters. It's just, you can't compete with that.
No, you can't.
So we took those 4 finals appearances, Cleveland versus Golden State, out of it. And everybody has this mindset that if you join LeBron, you're going to go win titles. But if you look at his history, LeBron's only finished the job one time. And that was the OKC series. He disappeared in the Maverick series. In that 07 finals against the Spurs, he had no shot. Yeah. It was him and a bunch of scrubs. Yeah. It was like him and 7 Matthew Dellavedovas.
Facts. I agree.
So he had no shot there. So we're basically down to his 4 years in Miami.
Basically.
And 4 years in Miami, he was 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Should have been possibly 1 for, he was 2 and 2, not 2 for 2. Yeah. He should have been 1 and 3.
Ray Allen saved him.
Ray Allen saved his ass. But then again, you could flip it and say, yeah, but if he was ready in that first series against Dallas, because again, we spoke about this earlier. I turned to one of my buddies and I said, it's going to be a failure if LeBron doesn't win the series. Yeah. His first year in Miami.
And what did I say?
He told me I was crazy for saying that.
Because for when they put that team, I remember the decision. We remember the decision. Yeah. We were hyped. At first, we was like, yeah, they're going to win it. Then we thought, we came to reality, like, they really got to get it together. Okay, when they first started, they was like 5-5 at the first beginning. I mean, not 5-5. They was like 500.
I think they were like 5 or 9 and 8 at one point.
They was 9 and 8. And then they got the rolling. They went on their win streak. And me and Red, we was like, in our mind, we wanted them to win the championship, but we knew they weren't going to do it. When they ran up against Dallas, when they went up 2-0, we was like, okay, we might be all right. And then I was like,
reality
set in there. It showed what we knew. Like, Bron wasn't ready. I mean, he played good that whole season. He played good. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, if it weren't for Wade, everybody should thank Dwayne Wade for LeBron the way he is to this day.
Right.
Without Wade, LeBron wouldn't be the man.
Wouldn't be who he is. Right. Yep. And so, but he's only got 1 ring in that 4 years that he should only have 1 ring.
We could go the other way. He could have 3.
He could.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah.
But, and I don't know what happened in that last series.
When they played the Spurs?
Yeah, I mean, Spurs shot them out of... I mean, they were giving up 72 points a half.
But what did I say earlier? And I'm going to say this on your show. Everybody talk about Miami was a super team. The big 3. Me personally, Bosh was a scrub to me. I'm sorry.
Well, we said this earlier now.
Bosh...
He had no points in that game 7.
Bosh Okay, he played great in Toronto, but
It was a different style.
it was a different style.
Right.
They wanted him to be aggressive.
Right.
He couldn't do that.
I was listening, I believe, to The Herd the other day, or maybe it was Gottlieb's show, I don't remember. And they said that whenever Bosch went to Miami and had to play with LeBron, he had to learn a complete different style of game. He had to, instead of playing in the post all the time, he had to come out. And so he started shooting jumpers. And this is when he realized that he could play that way, was he shot 122 footers, and he hit 91 of them. And he didn't realize how good of a shooter he was. Because he was so used to playing down in the post for so long.
Well, he didn't do it for damn.
Well, yeah.
When we needed him.
And a lot of times that comes down to matchups. It can come down to a lot of different things. I don't remember what his injury status was at that some point. I don't remember if he was injured or if he was possibly injured. But it was a different style. And he was a no-show. I mean, that Game 7, he was a no-show.
But go back to what I was saying, right? Okay, who did Miami have? Everybody talk Miami, big three, big super. Don't get it twisted. Wade and LeBron did what they did. They did like they showed
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, they was peanut butter jelly. Like they was running. They was running, but let's be real. Like who did they have? They had Battier,
Mike Miller. Udonis,
and then they had
Chalmers.
He was a scrub.
Was Dion Waiters there at that point?
No,
he wasn't there.
No,
he was still.
Chalmers was a scrub to me.
Right.
He was a liability.
Yeah, you didn't like him. LeBron didn't like him either.
No, I couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
because he always getting beat.
Right, but I mean, he can hit some clutch threes now.
Yeah, he came up with props. I'm giving props.
Now I'll tell you who clutch, Mr. Clutch for me was Mike Miller with that no-shoe three in the finals.
Mike Miller came up big, multiple occasions.
No shoes.
No shoes.
He lost his shoes and he came back and hit a three.
The thing about it, Miami, people really break it down. Miami didn't really have nothing but Wade and Braun.
Okay.
Then when Ray Allen came.
Well, they had Chris Anderson too. He couldn't score, but he was a monster.
He was. But like everybody talking about, they won. That's what irks me about the whole situation. Like everybody talking, Miami really didn't have a team like that. If you really think about it and you break it down, they really didn't have a team like a Golden State or a San Antonio.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't built like the Boston Celtics were.
Right, and that's the thing that a lot of people are like, well, LeBron started the super team. Well, no, he didn't do your research. Danny Ainge started the super team. We just went over it.
If they want to you can take it farther than that. Go back farther than that. The Lakers. Portland. 2006. When they had Scottie, Rasheed Wallace. All those. People are just. The thing about people that don't know basketball be pissing me off. That's what be pissing me off.
Like the coaches.
Oh my God. It just irks me. Like they just go on and on. This bro started this person. Please do your research.
Right.
Before people just be
Matter of fact, just tune into the show. I'll do the research for you.
And you're going to give them all the answers they need?
Give it to them straight.
Straight to them.
Keep it 100. Isn't that what the cool kids say?
Cool kids say,
yeah.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. 100.
A whole time. Like, people just, like, we do this all the time, bro. Like, we go back and forth, but we be knowing what we talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's different. A lot of people don't know what they talk about.
Well,
let's just go on.
Just because you have a Twitter account and mommy says you can do whatever you want to do doesn't mean you should.
Exactly. And then I really want you to elaborate on if LeBron win it. I want you to explain to your audience about how you feel about if LeBron win a championship.
Oh, what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I think I got to do this.
Okay.
I got to.
So we were after we got off the phone, we talk all the time.
All the time.
And for those of y'all who are just tuning in for the first time, this is my business partner. He created GHF. We do have a logo up here. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, it's up there. And him and I, he's a big LeBron guy, but he's also a big Jordan guy. And I've told him over and over that if you look at LeBron analytically, if you look at him statistically, if you look at his body of work, if you look at the way he makes, he could. I mean, look, he's taken a 35-win team, and if it wasn't for him being out for a month, they would have won 45, 48 games.
Yeah, that might be arguably probably top 3.
Right, they were a 4 seed before he went out.
True.
So
True.
This is the same team. Well, not the same team top to bottom, but when we talk about the young core, it's the same players that won 35 games last year, and everybody's like, LeBron's chasing rings. You can't chase rings whenever you go from a 55-win team to or however many wins Cleveland had last year to a 35. You're not chasing rings, right?
That's true.
But he is chasing a ghost.
Yeah, he's chasing a ghost.
He's chasing Michael Jordan, and he's running out of time, and he knows this. He knows that he needs 1 ring in Los Angeles. He needs 1. He doesn't need 2. He doesn't need 3. He doesn't need 6. He needs 1 because he'll be the first superstar to win a ring at 3 different franchises. And it would have been franchises that were struggling before he got there. Cleveland was a dumpster fire before he got there.
That's a fact.
When he got there, they were going to the finals. Afterwards, they're a dumpster fire again.
Yes, they are.
Los Angeles has been almost a dumpster fire for the last 4 years.
Fact.
Right? Ever since they gave Kobe that ridiculous contract. I love you, Kobe, I do. But you kind of set the Lakers back 4 years.
Kobe said he's going to get his money.
I don't, and I'm not going to blame somebody for getting their money.
Yeah.
Because the NBA's career is short. So go get it. And I'm fine with that. I'm not going to crush you for taking the money, but I'm also not going to crush you for winning, for leaving to win.
That's why Lakers got enough this year to sign 2-match players.
Right. So, but he knows he's running out of time. Right? So what's he doing? He is pushing the Lakers to get somebody because he knows that because you can't win by yourself. Jordan couldn't win by himself.
Now how Golden State side up.
Right. Definitely not. No. So you think Steph Curry's winning a championship there by himself? No, he needs Clay. He needs Draymond. He needs KD. He needs Cousins. He needs at least multiple.
If Clay leave, KD probably stay. Draymond's not going to be there next year.
From what I'm hearing, it's already a done deal that Kevin Durant's gone.
If Draymond they're not re-signing Draymond.
I wouldn't resign him anyway.
If Clay, I think Clay is out
the
door.
Backpack shooting ass.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. Clay is gone, so they have enough to sign KD.
I mean, yeah, but the question is,
if Boogie gonna stay, we don't know what Boogie's gonna do.
Yeah, but here's the problem: is that
Boogie
Kevin Durant, and I heard this report the other day. Kevin Durant feels that whenever he left OKC for Golden State, he thought it was going to get him closer to LeBron, and in the end, it hasn't. He has made up no ground. So now he's like, okay, I got to go do it myself somewhere else. So now, rumor is, now he can still change his mind.
Yeah.
But I don't know that New York Knicks is the place to do it with James Dolan as the owner. Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
But if LeBron was able to win a championship for a dumpster fire franchise, he feels that he should be able to do it too. But he's not LeBron.
No, he's not LeBron.
Right.
He don't make a team better. I mean, I'm not going to say that, but he can't carry a team.
Right. I mean,
he's not built that. He's not wired like that.
Right. And LeBron was able to take himself and Matthew Dellavedova 6 games against Golden State by himself. I mean, Kyrie went out. Love went out.
If it wasn't for JR making that bonehead decision last year, the series
who knows what that series could have done? I mean, whenever you lose game 1 the way they did, that completely changed the outcome of the entire. Maybe not the outcome, but it definitely changed momentum.
They really put up a fight for 3 games.
They quit.
Yeah.
So, but, LeBron's coming down. He's got, after this year, he's got maybe 3. He might do an extension. Who knows? I don't. People say he wants to play a season with his son. With the one and done rule and everything like that. I don't know if he can. Who knows? That's time will tell. But he's running out of time and he knows it and he's chasing Jordan. And at the end of the day, he needs 1 ring.
So you saying you telling your artists that LeBron get 1 ring, he will be the GOAT.
Universally, he will be considered the GOAT. Because he's already statistically, analytically.
Yeah, hands down. I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah.
Oh, he done blew Jordan out of everything. Now he about to, except for the points, he about to catch him.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't forget how many, like 2,000 something.
He ain't far. By the time it's over with, he's going to
He'll be
have better
number one.
points, rebounds, assists.
He'll be number one. He'll pass because Kareem is number one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kareem is number one in points total.
So, universally, he'll be considered if he gets a ring if he gets a ring in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Now that'll only give him 4 total. He'll still be total wise, and I swear that basketball fans don't know how to do anything whenever it comes to these debates but count rings.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? But if you watch the game and you have an appreciation and an understanding for what you are watching,
mm-hmm.
you will know that LeBron is the best to ever do it. He is not the most decorated. Just like Aaron Rodgers is the best to play quarterback that I've ever seen, the most talented. But he's not going to be the most decorated. Does that make sense? You don't agree?
It's so hard to debate that to me. You know, I mean, Jordan and LeBron, I was a...
And you know I hate this argument. I hate this debate.
I hate it too. God knows I hate it. Because it's 2 different eras.
You got me on. You told me to talk to the audience about it.
And we're gonna address it too, because this got to be. We probably have multiple debates about this for bonehead people.
Right.
Me personally, they in 2 different eras.
Two different eras. Right. I mean, if he was in today's era, he'd score 60 a night. He'd make James Harden look weak.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about it is, Jordan dominate a whole. It was nobody on Jordan level for his ability to do. Jordan can really just take over a game whenever he felt like it.
Well, he can take over offensively, right? LeBron can take over offensively.
Yeah,
but
LeBron,
the difference is
Jordan took over both sides.
Both sides.
Like when he felt like shutting you down, he shut you down.
Right.
Like I seen it on so many. Like I never seen a player like that to this day. I never ever. And that's like and people felt like they played totally 2 different positions. LeBron can play every position. Jordan only play 1 and 2.
Right.
Right? Bron can play 1 through 4. Maybe 5 if they go small.
Well, if they go small.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's 2 different. That's what I try to tell people, like, and people act like Jordan didn't get his head beat in. Jordan got his head beat in. You gotta understand, Jordan came in the league at 86, 87, I think I want to say. I'm not mistaken. I don't want to like.
I want to say it was earlier than that.
Probably was. I got my years off, but Jordan didn't win. Y'all gotta understand, Jordan was getting his head beat in by Detroit.
Yeah.
Beat in. They was beating him like, and Jordan did not surpass until he got Scottie Pippen.
Right. Which again goes back to my argument of you can't do it by yourself. And I've told you this before, is that we can go back to college. Mm-hmm. Michael Jordan did not win whenever he won his national championship. Yeah. You remember who was on that roster with him? James Worthy.
Yeah.
And guess what? He never made it past the Sweet 16 after he left.
That's a fact. You know,
never made it. And he was 1-9 in playoff series until he got Pippen.
Yeah, that's a proven fact. That's a proven fact.
So you couldn't win it by yourself then. Can't win it by yourself now.
Sure can't win
quit trying to crush LeBron for needing more people around him.
Oh, he needs a lot more people. Now
he needs more.
He needs way more. People gotta understand. Golden State got a whole NBA 2K19 squad.
Right.
Everybody on 99.
Everybody.
Including the coach. Like
no, everybody's on 99, but then it's got that green arrow that says +2.
Man, listen.
So they're really 101.
They get on TakeOver. When they get over TakeOver, it boosts them an extra 10, 15.
And then you got the microwave.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's different. Like, people got to understand, Golden State really, like, I don't like them. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not like them. But you cannot argue that they are well put together. They play together.
Play well together. That ball movement is beautiful.
They are unselfish.
And that was the thing I was worried about. And I said this on one of my other shows about Boogie Cousins. Mm-hmm. I was worried that he was going to be a ball stopper. But if you look at him, the way he has been in Golden State, he just fits right in.
Cousins was like that. He was always unselfish.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying, like, when everybody else is getting their points, I want to get some too. I want to get in on this.
Yeah, but they knew what they was doing when they got it.
Oh yeah.
For that steal, they're like, we'll take it.
$5 million.
Yeah, what?
And for a $20 million discount?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Like, you know, we're going to get us a ring, get you a ring, and you go on about your business.
You're right.
That's all it is. Because they going to win.
Right.
I thought they was going to have, but they playing too good. I don't see nobody stopping them.
No.
Nobody.
No.
Not the West. Okay, Boston played them well, but ain't nobody going to stop them.
I can't wait for the finals. I can't wait to see Golden State in Boston.
But I don't think Boston gonna come. I really don't think Boston gonna come out east.
Well, okay. I hope we get Golden State and Boston in the finals because Boston can run with them boys.
They're gonna demolish them boys.
Who?
Golden State.
You think so?
Yes. It's gonna be a different ball game. It's gonna be lights out, bro.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that game might go 6.
Oh, really?
By the time, especially everybody healthy.
Yeah.
If everybody healthy for Golden State.
All right.
Nobody can match up with nobody over there.
Well, okay. Has Boston and Golden State played since Boogie Cousins?
Yeah.
They have?
Mm-hmm. They played them close.
Oh, you played them close?
Played them close.
Okay. You think they can't sustain that?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Kevin Durant gonna get 40.
Hey, yeah. We might have to put some Mountain Dews or something on this one.
Hey, that's fine, but I don't think it's gonna go 6.
Well, all right.
It might get sweet. Swept.
Swept.
Yeah, might be.
Ladies and gentlemen,
if they make it.
Well, the East is better than it has been, and I
Toronto
think a lot of
Philly.
that has to do with Toronto, Philly. You know who else is out there? The best record in the NBA. Milwaukee. Giannis. Do you even know who the second best player on that team is? He doesn't know.
Yes, I do. I can't call his name.
Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I can't get Chris Middleton. Yeah, but
I'm trying to figure out how they put that squad together because nobody. They're not household names at all. Giannis is. Outside of that,
got Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, is he the first person you think about whenever you think about no?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you are at home talking basketball with your buddies, does Eric Bledsoe get brought up?
No, the Milwaukee Bucks don't even come up.
Right, unless you talk about Giannis.
Yeah, he gonna win MVP this year.
You think he's gonna win MVP even over James Harden?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Giannis gonna win, and the reason why everybody like knew.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to get our breaking news music down. Have to get our little tone for breaking news. We're gonna have to come up with one for the network because that's a hot take, man.
Mm. Yeah.
He said Giannis gonna win it over James Harden.
Yeah.
Even though James Harden putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah, but they losing too.
Well, yeah.
That don't mean nothing. Giannis putting up numbers, they winning.
Yeah. Well, I was watching some of James Harden's games on TV. I don't watch the whole thing, but James Harden was having to do that to win.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, he was having to put up 50 to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of that comes into play as well whenever it comes to MVP voting. I mean, I don't know what all goes in. I don't know who all votes. I know people like Chris Broussard gets a vote, and writers, things like that. But whenever you start looking at it's an individual vote. The MVP is a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's supposed to be an individual, but we all know that who the MVP is every year.
It's LeBron.
It's LeBron every year.
Every year.
So why doesn't LeBron win it every year?
You're right.
Why does James Harden win it? Because what it comes down to is the best player on the best team. Or the best regular season team.
That's why Houston ain't going to damn.
And that's why they can't keep giving it to the same guy every year. I mean, they could, but they won't.
But you know what? It's just that's such a hypocritical. Because guess what? We don't want to see Golden State winning every year. But they win it.
Well, yeah.
Give LeBron MVP. He the most valuable player to every team he goes to.
Most valuable pimp. MVP.
Facts. This don't make sense, man.
So, anyways, let's get back to the trade deadline and everything that we started with. At the end of the day, I'm gonna ask you point blank: do the Lakers make it happen this summer?
Of course they do.
They get Davis.
No, I don't.
You don't think they get Davis?
No, I don't think they're gonna get Davis now.
So you think they're gonna get Kyrie and Klay Thompson? If so, are they gonna keep McGee? Because they're gonna have to have a.
No, they're gonna keep McGee.
They keep McGee.
They're gonna keep McGee.
Okay.
Chandler, he gone. Rondo gone. Ball probably end up.
How bad do you think this gets for LeBron for the rest of the year?
Talking about the Lakers?
Yeah, I mean they quit on him. Have you seen the picture yet? Did I send it to you? I don't know if I sent it to you.
When he's sitting in the.
Yeah, I mean Rondo's sitting in the stands with a fan. He got everybody. There's 3 seats in between him and LeBron's sitting at the end of the bench, just kind of looking at the game, pouting.
He wasn't pouting.
He was pouting.
No, he wasn't. No,
Man, he looked like a 5th grader. Just got his heart broken for the first time. Do I sound like a hater yet?
You do. You really do. No, he wasn't pouting, but
he looked like he was pouting.
The thing about it is the team, they young, and like I told you earlier, like they quit on him.
They quit.
They quit on him, and like I told you, him and Rondo wired the same way. If you gonna quit on me, okay, cool. Y'all stay over there. Y'all gotta get what they got. Rondo a champion.
Well, yeah.
LeBron is a champion. McGee is a
Bot champion.
He's a champion.
I love JaVale McGee. I do.
I think Chandler, he's a champion.
Yeah. Then he win his with Dallas?
Yes. Against LeBron.
Against LeBron.
So, y'all got to get on their level. You know? It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well.
I'm telling you like this. Kawhi going to Clippers.
Kawhi going to go to the Clippers.
If you don't stay in Toronto.
You say Kyrie's going to L.A.
Kyrie going to L.A.
Boogie's going to stay in Golden State.
Might. He might end up at the Lakers.
Could. Well, as free agents, well, not so much free agency, not really going to ramp up for a little while. But, now the trade deadline's come and gone.
Yeah.
You know who's where. And, as we get closer to the playoffs, I mean, I was just looking at it the other day. There's less than 30 games to go in the regular season. Mm-hmm. And the playoffs are going to ramp up. And then next thing you know, we're going to be June. Finals going to come and go. Free agency going to come. And we're going to be out here all over again.
Everybody waiting on that season.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Golden State going to win.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's basically been waiting for 2 years for Golden State to get broken up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. But we're going to get into this again. This isn't going to be the only time that I get Chris in studio with me. I was going to play a little prank on him and tell him that we were going to talk golf. And I'll just see how quickly he walked out of the studio offset.
I don't want to hear nothing about no golf.
He said, I don't know anything about golf.
I do.
You know who Tiger Woods is?
Come on, stop it.
He said, stop.
Him and Phil, the 2 best golfers in the world.
In the world?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they ain't even ranked in the top 100.
That rank don't mean nothing in golf. They need to stop that. That rank ain't mean nothing since they was top.
Tiger Woods gonna win a major again?
The way he playing pretty good. He got a chance.
He got a chance? Well, everybody, hell, I got a chance.
Exactly.
Hell, I got a chance.
So, he might win one before he retire.
Maybe.
Where he at?
He should have retired 4 years ago. No, he should have retired in 2009 after his wife beat his ass.
Tiger, I ain't knocking him on that.
But look, he had to come back because he had to make us some of that money he had to pay her. And I love Tiger Woods. I'm just really taking a shot at him. But
I love everyone.
He loves everyone. That ain't true.
Yes, I do.
He loves the haters.
I don't even pay y'all no attention.
So, real fast, before we get out of here, I know what GHF is. I've told them what GHF is, but you know more of the business side. Talk to me about Rel and Foreign and what we got going on, big picture. Not so much on this end, but what they got going on.
The whole company as a whole. DeRay Ellison, that's the president of the company. He's the one that makes sure all the businesses. He go behind me basically, like, okay, brother. He makes sure, like, brother, this deal here is good. He really go out there and make it happen. As far as me, I set everything up and I close everything out. Everybody knows the show, your show.
Mm-hmm.
This is all you.
It's my baby. It's been my baby for 3 years.
This been in the making. A lot of people think, we still working towards it. Like we at the beginning stage, but we working. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. As a whole, as a company as a whole, we all have a position to play, right? But we all family and we all know our position. So, far as the business and the company, everybody got a lot going on. I don't too much want to speak on it because I don't want to like give us too much away. But just know everybody working. Mike Foreign Van Dyven, that's the artist, the engineer, producer of the company. Everything all in one with us. Like we don't too much go out and get nothing from everybody. Like,
well, I mean, I freehand this logo today.
Yeah, so we
we do everything on our own.
Y'all
we don't rely.
They have to bear with us, but this thing been in the making for a while.
When did you come up with this idea of the company?
The company?
Because this was long before I came on board.
Yeah, 2008.
2008.
Really 2007.
So 2007. So whenever Danny Ainge was working on getting this Big Three put together,
the Big Three put together,
you were thinking about this because you were thinking 10 years down the road.
But you know what's crazy? I didn't come up with the name.
Who came up with the name?
My cousin.
Your cousin.
I told my cousin, Jeremy Hall. Shout out to him. He got his degree in business, account, everything. God, that boy smart. One day I was at work. I was working at the chalk plant then. And I called him. I texted him. I said, "Cuz, I want to start my own label, my own company. I want to start my own company. Everything." He said, "You sure?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Anybody can do it. You can do it, cuz." He said, "I got the most faith in you. Everything." I said, "Oh yeah?" I said, "All right, cool." So I ran it by Real, and I ran it by his cousin at the time, Derek. So, long story short, I told them, and then I went back to cousin. Cuz said, the first name was Get It Entertainment. It's crazy.
Get It Entertainment.
Get It Entertainment.
You see, guys, this is the first I'm hearing it.
Yeah. Now I was learning something new today. It was Get It Entertainment, but I couldn't use it because their name was Tookie. So, cuz came up, came back with me, called me. He said, "Cuz, I got a perfect name for you." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Guapaholic Entertainment." I said, "Oh yeah." He said, "But we're gonna spell it GUAPAHOLIC." I said, "Word." So boom, went to it, got all the paperwork file, and went from there. And I've been at this
ever since.
So it's been technically, really, to be honest with y'all, been 13, 14 years.
Yeah. So, and I didn't come on until 2015. And I know you and I...
First of 2015.
Yeah, and I know you and I, so we're really at around 4 years. And I know you and I, we were working together. And one day we just got out there, that hat right there is what sparked it. And we were talking about LeBron and NBA and everything. I think we talked for about an hour. And I told him, I said, I want to have my own radio show.
I said, I thought about the same thing.
And he was like, about the same time, he said, "Yeah, I got a plan for you." And ever since then, we've been working at it, and it's been nonstop. So let me go ahead, because I didn't get to my read that I have. So I guess in this case, it'll be the closing rant instead of the opening rant, because we've gone almost an hour. Presented by Anchor Collision Center in Warner Robins. Everybody has been in an accident, right? I know I have. When I needed to find the best place to ensure it was done right, the first time I went to Anchor Collision Center in Warner Robins 1 weekend, and I was back on the road. He'll take care of everything. He'll even handle the insurance companies. They use words and phrases you don't understand. Well, Rick does, and he'll take the stress out of collision repair. Call Rick at 478-922-9090, 478-922-9090. You have been in the rant. I almost said the herd at a listening to the herd today. But you have been in the rant on GHS Sports Radio and the GHS Sports Network. Y'all be safe, be easy. We will see y'all Sunday. Chris won't. I will.
I might see me Sunday.
Well, maybe he's going to be here. But we will see y'all Sunday. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's week. Be good.